guys, welcome or welcome back to the space age. We are now cruising in the cosmos. Today's pick card, we're going to be looking at what's going to be happening for the rest of Scorpio season. I am keeping my voice down because I am traveling and I don't want to disturb, anyone in other rooms. But anyway, I'm really excited. We're experiencing a very interesting time. I will say that. And so I want to know what this cycle, because I feel like there has been a cycle that I've picked up on. I think a lot of us have. We're in like a major cycle, and it's like a portal really, and it's coming to a close. And Scorpio being the sign that rules like deaths, rebirths, that sort of energy, transformation. It's, even like, the occult, the esoteric, right? So it's going to be very significant, and I want to know why or what this transformation is going to bring for you guys. So there are going to be, I'm going to say there are going to be 3 piles. However, this could be a collective reading, because sometimes recently Spirit has been giving me 3 piles with the exact same message. So there might be a pick a card at the very end. It might just be a collective reading. We're going to see. Either way, I'm putting pick a card in the title. I just want you guys to know that, because when I don't put pick a card in the title, I feel like there is like algorithmically there's something that goes on. So I'm going to start with this collective message, and I don't mind if you don't mind. So yeah, Spirit, let's go. I'm looking at my my Kakashi cup right now. Oh my god. That reminds me of one of my spirit guides. So calling upon my spirit guides, my spirit team. I feel a sneeze coming. Oh. My spirit guides, my spirit team, your spirit guides, your spirit team, our higher selves, spirit source. We're going to get this information. Oh, I still feel that sneeze a-coming. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, what? We have the Ace of Pentacles. What? How exciting. Okay, let me put this on my little bed. You know what's so crazy? So I'm like back at like my old setup, and I'm seeing, oh, this is so interesting. I'm seeing like my old desk there, my other desk here where I used to do pick a cards at the very beginning of this channel. Like there's like this little moon tablecloth that I got on my first video, and I'm like setting my card down here, right? It's just so interesting. Yeah, so interesting. That might be part of the message. But yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Gosh, if you've been here from the beginning, if you've been like subscribed since like day 1 or like, I don't know, month 1 or so, just like from the top, right? If you were there when we were like cruising in the cosmos, when I used to take you guys on the spaceship, you know what I mean? When there was like the whole like nebula and like the space stuff. If you've been here since that time, like those early days, shout out to you guys. Also comment down below if you were here, if you were an early member of the space fleet. I don't know why this is just, I'm just like looking at like where this channel started and like where it is now. And it's been like this rocky, like stop, start. There were times when I was just like, I won't do this channel anymore. And then now I'm in a place I've never been, which is like, we're consistent. Like no matter where I am, I'm filming. Wow, it's amazing. But yeah, we're getting into the message. That might be something that may be part of the message, because it's just hitting me right now. Like it's really just like hitting me at this time. But it's like almost like the past coming to revisit you, and you can just take a look at like how far you've come because it really does feel like there's a cycle that is, we've already had like some major cycles close, but Spirit is kind of like bringing it back right now. But anyway, we have this Ace of Pentacles, and okay, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse also. There is going to be, I feel like that's very significant as the first card being the Ace of Pentacles, that there is a new beginning. It's a new beginning in the material world. Things are changing. There's going to be, there could be a new financial situation coming your way, a new environmental situation coming your way. There could be a new experience that you're going to physically experience coming your way. It could be like, I'm hearing like a new person actually. This could be like someone that you're meeting, but this is going to be taking place in your physical material realm. And there's also a message coming through with this Two of Pentacles reverse of maybe you having to balance a lot right now, like feeling like you're not able to manage everything right now. And I really feel like this new beginning, especially with the Ace of Pentacles coming first before the Two of Pentacles, it's about distilling who you are and focusing, because if you are feeling like this overwhelmed, how am I going to handle all of this energy? Spirit is saying that it's really important to focus, hone in on what is meaningful, because you've been getting signals. You've been getting signals about all the things you're up to, all the things that you're doing. And if you're feeling too overwhelmed by the things that you're doing, Spirit is saying you need to assess either how you're doing them or what things are still necessary. What is necessary for you still? Because this is a Scorpio, and like the rest of Scorpio season reading. It could be timeless if you're really drawn to this, but it's like, what is happening for the rest of this time, right? So yeah, Spirit is saying like cut the fat, cut what isn't necessary, what isn't going to allow you to keep a steady head on your shoulders, to balance and juggle these things. Sometimes it's okay to be juggling, it's okay to be the juggler, it's okay to be the Two of Pentacles. But when it's in reverse, it's kind of giving this energy of, can you continue juggling all this? And if you're juggling so many things and you can't really handle it, do you think Spirit wants you to be that way? Do you think the universe, God, requires you to be in that energy where you are not able to keep up with everything? Because that's not really how you were designed, right? You were given signals, you were given something that you need to do. And if you're doing too many things, you have to decide what it is that you need to essentially sacrifice, what you need to give death to so that something new can be reborn. Knight of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes. Slow moving energy. We have 3 Pentacle cards coming out. 4 Pentacle cards coming out, guys. Okay. This is the 6 of Pentacles. We have 4, the first 4 cards are Pentacles cards. This Knight of Pentacles is talking about slow moving energy. You're no longer going to be in an energy where you are required to move at a quick pace. I feel like, just popping in here, just a little bit of me popping in here, I feel like I've always kind of like not enjoyed the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like what's funny is like I don't think a lot of people would say, oh, I would love to be the Knight of Pentacles right now. Everyone wants to be like the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, everything moving quickly, quickly, quickly. And Spirit is saying here that this new cycle, this new beginning, this Ace of Pentacles starting off, right? I feel like that was such a confirmation that yes, there is a cycle, there is a rebirth, there is a new beginning happening. And in this new beginning, you are in full, like you are embracing being the Knight of Pentacles. In fact, you never want to be anything else. Like you don't even, like you don't want to move faster. You enjoy the journey. And I feel like people, I'm reflecting on like a conversation I had earlier this year. I remember talking about like, talking with a friend and saying like, we were talking about the journey and how when we hear about like artists and they talk about how much they enjoy, like they remember the journey, like they made it, but then they remember the journey and they almost miss those days. And for a lot of us, like when we're in a certain situation for a long period of time and we're not enjoying the journey, we can't even imagine that concept. But when you start to distill, like we've talked about, when you start honing in, that changes things, because you're making your life and your priorities now, you're reprioritizing in this new cycle. This new cycle is about reprioritizing. And so if you're hearing like, oh, Knight of Pentacles, and you're feeling like that slow moving energy is like a drag, this new cycle is letting you know, like, and we're entering it. If you're watching this, you're not going to feel that way very soon. And you don't have to force it. It's not something you have to force. You might already feel this way. You already might feel like you've done so much inner work and outer work in the physical realm as well, where you are no longer in resistance to the patience, the time. In fact, you enjoy the slow movement. You enjoy the time. You romanticize your time. There's like this, please, if you know this channel, no, I already know I know the name. Okay, Heaven Sent Honey. If you've watched that channel, let me know. But I'm subscribed. I don't watch the videos enough, and I feel like I need to start watching it more. I feel like it's coming through right now for this reason. On that channel, the person that does that channel, Heaven Sent Honey, she makes all these videos about romanticizing your life, romanticizing moving slower, getting into that divine feminine, taking your time, doing things with beauty, right? And enjoying the slow movement. And I feel like that's maybe something that you should watching videos that inspire that, teach you how to do that. Because slow moving energy is where it's at right now. That's what Spirit is saying, okay? And then let's address the Six of Pentacles. I split the deck to the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands, okay? With the Six of Pentacles energy, there's this energy of equal give and take here, where your life is coming into this balance. So it's going from this Two of Pentacles reverse, where you're not able to maybe manage everything, or maybe that was you last week or 2 weeks ago, and you're starting to already experience this, to where everything is manageable. There is an equal give and take between you and the universe, where everything has come into balance. The scales are balancing. So where there's this place of imbalance. So this new cycle is saying there's a place of imbalance that you're moving through, where you start to distill. This is like almost like an hourglass, right? And like the sand is being refined. It's being slowly moved down. And as it goes through this glass, it becomes calmer, right? You become calm, like a sand moving across a dune, very slow, very sensual, very beautiful. And everything is in balance, everything is in harmony. There's no place for you to get to, because you're already here now. Something that you've wanted is already here now. You get to embody that now. So many messages coming at once. Okay, something needs to slow down so I can just repeat the message, right? You just slow down so you can get the message. So now the message has disappeared because I slowed down too much. But anyway, this balance, this slow movement, what it is what I was gonna say is that it's time for you to start recognizing you can live the life that you want now. It's never been ahead of you. Something to realize is that if you want something, if you want to create that, you know, it's funny, I'm going to use the baker example again, as I love to use. If you want to be a baker, and what's so interesting is today I watched a video about a girl who was an engineer, and then her parents, wanted that for her. Everything was about achievement. But eventually, like, she was forced to that point where things kind of fell apart, and she fell into her hobbies. She always prioritized her hobbies. This is a perfect example. She said even when she was studying engineering and stuff, she always put more effort and energy into her hobbies and things that she liked, and like the engineering was just always in the background. And she must have been in that energy of like this Two of Pentacles reversed, right? I think that's why I watched this video today, and now it's coming up. So yeah, thank you, Spirit, for aligning me with that so I could align you guys with that. And she eventually had to slow down. The universe slowed her down. I think she got like ill, and she was slowed down. And it was so good for her. It was this Knight of Pentacles thing. And then she built her business. And now, what does she do? She's in the Six of Pentacles energy. She has this reception of this good energy from what she's doing. She brings that good energy to her customers, and they're receiving this, this beautiful, wonderful thing from her heart. These cheesecakes that she makes, these taro and what is taro flour and like hojicha cheesecakes, and cookies, mochi cookies. She makes those things. They're receiving it, and then they're giving to her, in exchange. And so nothing is lost, right? There's no energy that's lost. It's all balanced. It's all balanced. It's peaceful. It's restful. And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little pick a card at the end. I'm gonna do a little tiny pick a card at the end. Like a little one card per person thing. Just letting you know. I'll probably write that at the beginning of the thing. Anyway, so what else? Is there anything else, Spirit? That might just be the message. Whenever I say that, that usually tends to be that's what's going through. Let's see. We have the Princess of Cups. Okay, so it's like the Page of Cups. And we have the King of Pentacles. So you've got, wow, yeah. Yeah, only Pentacles except for this one card, the Page of Cups. Yeah, it's like you should have a crush on what you're doing. You should have a crush on what you're doing when you're making these decisions of how to refine your life. With the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom, more Pentacles energy. Fall into your work, fall in love with what you're doing, and do it all the time. The thing is, I think a lot of people, I hear this thing, and I've heard it from many people. Like when let's say you don't work a typical 9 to 5. Like let's say, I think I heard like the Wizard Liz say this. She was saying that when you decide to like, do something like what she's doing, for example, you're basically not choosing the 9 to 5, but you're choosing the 24/7, right? Or that's the essence of what she was saying, where it's like you will start working all the time. And that's what this King of Pentacles here is like representing, right? But here's the thing that Spirit wants to say with this Princess of Cups coming. If you have let's say an unconventional thing, let's say you're starting a business or you're doing something, you're even going to school for something you love, and maybe that was something that was really hard for you to do, right? Maybe you had to really work. Maybe your family was not supporting you financially in doing that or something. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, it might require you to spend more of your time. We have been talking about time a lot. And then we also have this, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. I'm getting Saturn energy with this Earth. You know, Saturn or Cronus was like, I think he was a chthonic deity. Correct me if I'm wrong, but either way, he was the one that like reaped the harvest, the wheat, right? But very earth-based energy, you know, the Saturnian energy. And this like King of Pentacles energy that you're entering, this is you in this new cycle. So after, you know, Scorpio season is turning you into the King of Pentacles. After this, during this Scorpio season and after, from now on, you are the King of Pentacles. Archetypically, your energy is going to be that. It's going to embody that. You know, if you're the divine feminine, divine masculine, doesn't matter. It's like you're becoming balanced in this energy, and the sun just came out. Wow. I'm quite shiny. You're going to be in this energy of the King of Pentacles, because now you're going to do I'm seeing what you're choosing is actually you're choosing the path that you're meant to be on. You're choosing to get rid of what doesn't work for you anymore. Something that gives you equal give and take. You're taking that full leap now. It's ending, and now you're doing the thing that you actually have like this passion for, this thing that lights you up, makes your heart flutter. And with this King of Pentacles, Spirit is saying maybe the reason why you think you can't do it is because you're thinking, oh, I have to do it. I need to do it like here and there. But actually, Spirit is saying for some of you that it might be that you're doing it all the time. And another video, like I watched like a ton of videos this morning when I was like on my little drive. And there was this one guy, what's his name? Chuando? It was actually like a health video, because I watch like health, like food, diet videos. Not like diet as in like a diet, but like diet as in like health, longevity. And he is like 57 years old. This like he's like a photographer man from Singapore, but he looks like he's 20, like, and that's like not even, well, not 20, but like maybe 22, 25. He looks very, very young. And that's not even, when people, you know, people say like, oh, like that person looks 20, but they actually still look 40. No, this guy actually looks like, you can't really believe that he's actually almost 60. He's actually like 58. He doesn't look, it's like you can't cognitively see a 60-year-old person in front of you. And he was saying that, you know, you have to do the thing that you like, do what you love. You know, you never work a day in your life. And that's true. I think a lot of people, they've been saying recently, like, oh, that's not really true. Like, even when you do the thing you love, you're still working. But I don't know. I don't really think so. I think when you're doing the stuff that feels like the grindy stuff and the stuff that's like more grunt work, maybe it feels that way when you are doing other things and it feels like a lot, but Spirit is saying it's time to take the leap here. And if you need to, if you feel like that's what if you imagine that in order to succeed, you need to put in all that effort, and then you can get rid of all the other stuff that you feel like you need to do, then do it, you know. But obviously you take a measured approach based on what you're feeling in your life and your specific situation. This wool thing is itchy, but it's making me warm. But anyway, yeah, so maybe this is going to require you to be working, not literally 24/7, but maybe this is going to be requiring you, you know, an example that Spirit just popped into my head is like how, for example, like with these videos, like before I used to be like, oh, very inconsistent, but now I'm just like, oh, I have to keep going every single day, you know, like be like that Capricorn goat energy, right? That entrepreneur that's always doing the thing every single day, always making sure that you show up. Because I think for a lot of people, they kind of come into it and they're just sacrificing, because this reading is fully entirely about your material, your business, your material life. I didn't expect that for Scorpio season energy. This isn't really much about your internal world anymore. It's entirely about the material world right now and how you're physically moving, how you're choosing to act. And that tells me that if you showed up here, You've already done so much internally that Spirit is saying it's time to move externally. It's time to actually physically embody. And that's what's going to happen naturally. So it's like I'm telling you this. It's not like, it's like weird. I'm not telling you this in a way to say like, oh, like, please embody that. It's Spirit is saying like, this is what's happening. It's just what's happening through you right now. And you're just kind of getting this information. Yeah, we have like this piece. It looks like that Six of Pentacles a lot, actually. Yeah, it's exactly like the same thing. I haven't even used this deck in a long time. Wow, it's exactly the same. Yeah, you're going to be doing this with peace. And like the thing that you love, like it's just like, I think people don't really realize if you love something and you want to do it, if you're not putting the same amount of time that you would put into a 9-to-5 on this thing, and you're wondering why, like, oh, like, I don't know if it's really going to happen. It's guaranteed to happen when you actually put in this effort, Spirit is saying. It's guaranteed. This just feels like a confirmation for the space fleet, but any other messages, Spirit, about this? Oh, wow. You have a lot of cards that came through. I don't feel like taking these, actually. I didn't feel that. Too many came out and it was just very floppy. Spirit, any other messages for the collective? Okay, so I'm actually hearing like this is the part where I give you guys your pick a card. So it's going to be like a separate little mini message for everyone. Yeah, let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I'm going to pull out 3 cards and I'm going to go in on them. And if I need clarifiers for each of the decks, I will get them. Or each of the piles. So. Spirit for pile 1. What is their card? Oh, that's pile 1. All right, put this here. Pile 2. What is their card? Pile 2. Okay. And then I'm going to show you guys the cards in a second. Pile 3. Okay, there you go. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so pile 3. Okay. You guys are going to choose. Oh. You guys are going to choose between these 3. I'm going to put it this way, actually, because I know you guys are going to invert. It's going to be inverted, I think. And either way, wherever you end up choosing, it'll be the right one. So choose between these 3. These 3. Okay. All right. I wonder if I should let you see the images. I'll let you see the images as well, just so you can do... No, it's gonna be too complicated. It's okay. I'm just gonna... That'll be too complicated, like when I put the timestamps. Okay, so we're gonna start with number 1. So, by the way, this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3. Okay? Either way, you're gonna be in the right place whenever you choose in the timestamps below. All right, so I'm starting off with number 1. So we have surrender. Okay, so for this group, I'm seeing your specific message here is now is the time to surrender to what you are feeling. I think this kind of corresponds with that 2 of Pentacles reversed. It's time to surrender and let Spirit guide you through these actions. Surrender to what you've been feeling. If you've been feeling a certain thing, a certain level of overwhelm, a certain situation is popping itself up over and over again, it's time to surrender and just make the declaration to the universe that you are ready to surrender at this time and you're ready to let things flow through you. It's time to let things flow through you and express themselves. I'm seeing that you are in need of expressing yourself from this surrendered place. I feel like it's time for you to start expressing yourself. You could have experienced like repression or feeling like you're trying, but you haven't really let it go, and you're just like trying to hold on to something, and you can't anymore. So it's time to like let that go completely let it go, and allow it to flow. Allow things to flow naturally. Allow things to be expressed through you. It's time to let something go. Okay? For the Scorpio season, it's really time to like put an end to something and allow the universe to do its thing. Allow yourself to do your thing. Allow yourself to express yourself. That's the only way you're going to let this thing go. If you express yourself, it's going to take this weight off your shoulders. Take the weight off your shoulders. Whatever is weighing you down, take it off and let it go. Just completely let it go. That is the message I have for you. So let's move on to number 2. We have sovereignty. 41 breaks down to a 5, change. I'm seeing at this time very much that King of Pentacles energy, but yeah, you're kind of, it says Queen of the Moon, which is actually named after this deck. So you are in your own, you're in your domain. I feel like this is your season, this is your time. This could be like public sovereignty, where you're kind of putting your best, you're kind of like expressing yourself as this queen energy, as this royal energy, and you're taking your throne. I feel like for you guys, you're really taking your throne at this time, and you're expressing that like this world is your domain, that you are the ruler, right? You're expressing yourself now in this new cycle. It's like a new chapter where people are seeing the full expression of you. You're fully walking in this dharma. It's kind of like you're, I wouldn't say, not your prime, but the word coming up is like prime, where it's like maybe you were in baby stages before, but now you are this queen. You're the queen. No one can take your power away from you. You know how to operate in this power, and you're going to be expressing that. That's going to be your next destination, the full expression of this power and who you are. Yeah, nothing has power over you. You have full control. You have full power over your destiny. And you're fated to be in this position. You're meant to be here. This is just a confirmation from you. You're already embodying this. You know it's to come. That's what's coming by the end of this season. And then moving on to group number 3, we have gratitude. Wow. Yes. I'm hearing like, it's time to express gratitude to you and yourself and what you've done to your ancestors, the ones that live inside you. We are all of our ancestors. I never really understood that. I don't know why I never really understood that phrase until recently I understand, but I didn't really, I was like, what does that necessarily mean? And it's like, actually, you literally are all of your ancestors, like literally all of them, because every single one of them, they came together, like all the tree branches, they came together, and then they had babies, and those babies became you, and then those babies, and all those babies eventually came down to you being born. And it was the product of all of those marriages, all of those creations. You are the creation of creations. Pile number 3, you are the creation of creations. You might be the representation of your entire bloodline of lifetimes of work. This might be your time. Like, this might be the lifetime. This is the lifetime. This is the lifetime where you are that perfect distillation of everything. You are the refinement of it all. It's like the message is coming through again with that hourglass. Like, you are that sand that has been refined. You are complete refinement of everything. So give thanks to everyone that's come before you. Give thanks to yourself, because all your ancestors are within you. All of them, every single one of them. You are every single one of them. And when you give thanks to yourself, you're giving thanks to them, because you know, despite everything that you might have, you know, gone through. You might have gone through good things, bad things, you might have inherited good things, things that you don't think are great, but you've transmuted them all. You have been this representative of everything that's ever been. And this lifetime, you have been refined into this beautiful, beautiful diamond. And Spirit is saying, just like sit back. The process has already been done within you. The transformation has already been done within you. And you are this pure vessel. So, and I'm also hearing, cherish your loved ones, the ones in your life now, your family members. Tell them you love them. Show them that you care. Be there with them at this time. And if you don't have, that's okay. Be with yourself, right? Expressing gratitude and love with the people that you cherish and adore at this time is important. Letting people know how much you mean to them, and putting good energy out there for you and the world and the people that you care about, the situations that you care about, is really important at this time. But yeah, that's the message I have for you, group number 3. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, so that YouTube, you know, the algorithm, you know how it works. Like this video, comment down below. You can either write some emojis, you could write your pile down, or, you know, anything that resonated with you about this message, or whatever. And subscribe to this channel, become a member of the Space Fleet if you have not already joined. And yeah, oh, and follow me on Instagram. That is where I am posting my music and everything, and also the links are down below, and my music is also linked down below, so go check that out. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.